We've all been there. There's been a time when you have felt uncomfortable and anxious in an environment that you weren't familiar with. But understand this, it's just a mindset. No one is really paying attention to what you're doing, and they're probably scared like you are. We just need to learn how to change our perspective. And also realize that it's stopping you from doing what you want in this life. It is stopping you from getting started. It's stopping you from doing the things that are gonna move you forward. And I still struggle sometimes. Yesterday at the gym, I wanted to record content so I could show videos of me at the gym here on YouTube. And I got nervous and I got scared because the guy next to me had his headphones in the little spot where I was gonna sit down to do my workout. And I didn't know if somebody was coming back or if they were his. And the way he responded to me was a little off-putting. And then it stopped me from recording myself at the gym. These are the types of things I'm talking about. Don't let people stop you from living your life, from living your dream and getting what you want out of this life. I should have stood my ground and still recorded anyway, and I let this small moment in time stop me from going after what I want in this life. And the thing is, the problem with being socially anxious is that it's getting worse because of the COVID pandemic. It stopped us from learning how to communicate with each other. A lot of people don't remember what it feels like to have a good conversation with people because it's been years for some people. Some people, they can't even come on Zoom calls without the fear of being judged. The fear of being seen stops people from doing what they want in life. But if you can learn how to become less socially anxious, the rewards for you are going to be so good. So let's get right into it. This is how you can overcome being socially anxious. The first thing you gotta do is exposure therapy. It's just putting yourself in uncomfortable situations slowly but surely and starting small. You'll realize it's not that bad the more you do it, and it'll get easier the more you do it. The less scared you'll be because you'll say, oh, I've done this before. This is familiar. When something's familiar, it's easier for you to do it. And something I do that really helps me a lot is I wear a hat. I wear like a little baseball cap if I'm going into a place where I just don't feel super confident or comfortable that day. I even do this at the gym. If I'd had my hat on yesterday when I was at the gym talking to this guy, I would have still gone through with it. Because what the hat does is when you're feeling uncomfortable and you're feeling that anxious energy coming through, you just look down if you feel it and you kind of just get through it that way instead of feeling so like exposed. I don't know, there's just something about a baseball cap that really helps me, and you can try this out and see how it works for you. Try things on, try new things, try certain outfits, make you feel more comfortable. Something that's gonna make you wanna step out of your comfort zone is what I'm talking about. Anything that you feel totally sexy in, totally confident in, that's what I'm talking about here. And just stop making life so much harder on yourself, honestly. Like that's another thing. If there's something that you're afraid of and you know somebody that's done the thing already, ask them like, hey, how do you do this thing? Like, how do I go about this in this new environment that you've been in before? Like, how did you do it? Or even at the store, when you're at the store, please don't be afraid to ask people where something is located, because that is their job. They're used to people asking them silly, asking them unknowingly, asking them in like a goofy way, like, where's this red bottle of wine? And it's like, sir, this whole store is red wine. I used to work at a liquor store and I'd have customers come up to me like that, and it's totally fine. I get a good kick out of it, and you know what it is? It's a brief moment in time, and then I forget about it. It happens so much more than you think too. Like, you are not alone when you stumble over your words. It's okay, I promise you. And it always felt good helping customers too, even when they came up to me and it was silly like that. I love helping people, and I know other people love helping people too. It's such a great, gratifying feeling. Like, let's be here for each other more. Let us help each other. Stop being afraid to ask for help. And you want to know another thing I want you to stop doing? Stop looking up how to get rid of social anxiety. Let this be the last video you watch on it. I know it's ironic that I'm making a video about this, but the reason why I'm saying this is because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I'm going to tell you what this means. A self-fulfilling prophecy is an expectation or belief that can influence your behaviors, thus causing the belief to come true. So for example, the more we tell ourselves that we have social anxiety, the more we're going to believe it to be true. So that's why I'm saying stop looking up videos about this. Stop watching videos about this. Let this be the last video that you watch about this. and just see how you feel. Give it a month. Just give yourself a month without researching, without thinking about it, without labeling yourself as a socially anxious person, and see how you feel. And next time you have to go be around people, think of it this way. This is something my dad taught me as a little girl, and it's stuck with me for life, and honestly, it helps a lot. If you know how long an event is, use your favorite show, right? At the time when I was a little girl, he told me, think of it like an episode of The Simpsons. And they were 30 minutes long, right? So 2 episodes of The Simpsons was like a 1-hour event. Just think of your favorite episode and think about how good it makes you feel. And by the time it's over, it'll be like, oh, that was just 2 episodes of The Simpsons, right? It's so much easier that way. That has gotten me through so many difficult things in life. And I can't swear enough by this. That really helps when I go into an environment that I'm just not comfortable in and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to do it. I think about The Simpsons and how it's just gonna be like 1 or 2 episodes if it's an hour. And remember, I'm gonna leave you with this. Your brain will look for anything you tell it to. So like I said earlier about not looking up being socially anxious, stop allowing the thought to even come through. I'm so serious about this. If there's anything you could take from this video, it's to stop labeling yourself as a socially anxious person, because the more you feed into it, the more it will become true and you will just believe it to be. And listen, if you want YouTube to recommend more videos like this, be sure to scroll down and tap on that subscribe button. I'll see you next time, bestie. Bye for now.